So first thing first that we are doing here now. Yeah, so I sign in now to my Kali. So my terminal already open. As you can see, this is my terminal. Let me close it so you guys can see. Your own Windows, your own Kali interface might be a little bit different, especially the taskbar here. So my own is a little bit different from you guys, but we are still using the same thing. So I'm going to open my own from here. You are using Terminator. This one also is a Terminator, as you can see. This is also a Terminator, but in a different color. But your own is different. Is having a different color with this one. So I open one now. So here, what the practical is telling us now. So before that, let me quickly run through a small script so we can see how the whole thing is working. Let me enlarge my interface small. So first thing first, we started with this ls, which is list. That is, this ls will show what is inside this directory. This is a folder. This is a directory. That this directory is where inside the folder that we are working with. So I'm inside this environment now. So when I type list also means that is it should show what is inside the folder or a directory. So when I press list, it's just like on Windows system. You click on a folder, and when you click on a folder on the system, of course, you will have access to what's inside the folder. So also in Linux, we use ls to open a folder in which what we just did now in our terminal. That's just about that. Then if you want on window, if you want to close the folder that you open, of course you use this option here, close button here. But on here, since we are still in terminal, we use clear like this to clear our folder that we open, as you can see now. ls to open, clear to close it, as you can see. Yeah, so let's just accept that one before we proceed. Then we also have what is it called now? pwd. This will show the directory we are working with. Like I said on that last week, I said directory is also the folder inside the folder that you are working with. But in Linux, we call it directory. As you can see now, from home to Mass Legend. My Kali name now is this one, username. As you can see, this is my username, and this is the Kali machine name. It's just like your computer name. This is my computer name, and this is my username, as you can see here. So that's what I want us to understand first. Then clear again to leave. Sorry. To close the whole thing. Yeah. So our workshop saying that we should open the terminal. We already opening. This is our terminal. Then it's saying that we should create a directory. We should create a directory, cyber, and cyber started with capital letter C and the one with small letter. He said that. And he also said we should know the difference between this ls, then LA. As you can see, we showed it last week. We showed this last week, in which I divided my screen into two here, left and right. This is just ls. And I also told you guys that last week that to know what all these are option. I talk about argument, targets. I talk about option. I talk about the main, which is the main command, which is this says. Other thing that we are using apart from this main is optional. We might decide to use it, we might not use it. So when I use ordinary ls now, we got all this, whereas inside this folder, we still have some hidden files that are still hiding inside this folder that we can't see. Of course, when we now use ls, this particular one, it open the whole hidden file, both the file and the hidden ones. We can see everything now with more function with more information about the files. As you can see here right now, all these I don't want to talk about them now. This one is the it's just like rights. As you can see, is a group. Those that we have rights, access. That's the meaning of all this. But I don't want to talk about it because we still reach there. But I just want us to understand all these simple commands that we need for now. So again, I want to close this now. I clear it. Then the command is it's still telling also that we should try ls space dash lr. So I want you to see now another option. We use ls. Sorry, this thing has started misbehaving. ls then space dash lr. As you can see now, this one also gives us another files data that is different from the ordinary main command. Here as the main command ls and the optional, which is this lr. Anywhere you see dash before anything, you know that that command is option. So that's why we have this, and this is this one. We are still maintaining this, but we want to try different option with this ls, as you can see. So another one that the workshop is saying us to use is ls. Sorry, it said don't want to use that environment. Let's come here, ls then dash rl. As you can see now, this option dash rl, which is different from this lr, as you can see. So where are we getting this option from? Of course, we know we are getting it from the terminal manual of Kali Linux of terminal. We're using man, then list. As you can see, this is where we are getting them from. You don't need to cram anything at all. You don't need to cram anything from this this. ls that we are talking, all the optional that we are using, everything you can find them here from this manual here. If you scroll down, you can use ls. This one will give you another something you try it. ls dash high this. Let's try it and see if it's going to give us, if it's an option or not. We know. So ls then dash high. As you can see what it returns. See. So all these are what you can use along with ls. So any question addition so far before we leave this environment to another number from the workshop? Anything at all?
Yeah, I have a question.
All right, go ahead, please.
Master, I thought that ls minus la, I think it represents something. Like I think it showed the directory files and the hidden files.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And why ls is printing listing the file. I mean the working. Is it PWD? Working directories.
PWD will show you the directory you are working with. Yes, that's what it will show you.
And also, I think we have ls dash l.
Yes. Yes.
I think it shows directory and file, but not showing hidden files.
Hidden files, yes. So all the options that we have been using so far now, we give you different data, different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. And you can find them everything here. What we have been using so far, you can find them here. Using man, you can use dash help as well to know more about the other option that you are using. Is that clear? So can we proceed? Mr. Another person is okay. Shizoba, go ahead, please.
Hello, sir. I dropped a message in the chat. That was okay. I was asking, how were you able to divide your environment into two to split it? Is there a command line for it?
Not at all. Not at all. So what you just need to do is that you right click on your computer. You will see this option. But it's not all terminal that can do this. That's why I asked you guys to download the one we already, the customized one in our external portal. So you can use that one directly because that one is already customized. So inside that one, you have terminator there. Terminator, just check it at the side here, taskbar here. You will ask the terminator. Or you can share your screen if you downloaded that particular one, so I can show you. So that's just about that. Mr. Okay, you were saying something, right?
Yeah, I think even if it's not download, I think even if it's not sharing, I think she can download Terminator now at once and start sharing it.
Of course, she can. She can. You know, some people the command might be a little bit difficult to some a beginner. So you understand.
Yes,
that's why we use that one, the customized one. So that's just about that. Just right click when you have that Terminator. If you don't have that, we can give you the command to download that. It's very simple. Or after the class, you can reach out to me. I want us to finish this one today. So, Mr. Okay, I think there's no more question again. So we can proceed now. Let's follow our workshop that we have. It's you guys that are supposed to do it, but I just want to follow you because we have one important task at the end of the whole training. It's very, very important. And we make use of everything we learn from Module 1 to Module 11. That's why I want us to understand this very well. So, like I said last week, I said -L. It simply means long format. Anywhere you see L, -L is long format. That's the meaning. Then R-R. Those ones that we have been using so far, -R like this R that you can see at the back here, it simply means reverse order. That's the meaning. -A means all files, including hidden files. So if you read all this, you will know what they stand for. But you might, you don't need to cram anything at all. In programming, we don't cram anything. You just, understand the basic, and the rest will be simple. You don't need to cram anything at all. So now let's proceed with other one. This thing is telling the other one, I think it's number 2, asking us to create a folder. Create 2 folders, yes. Then to create a folder, let me clear this since we are done with this one. Let me clear this, and I clear this one as well. So we have 2. You can divide it to as much as you can, as you want. Yeah. So the next task now from the workshop said we should create 2 folders. So to create a folder in Linux, we use mkdir. We use this. You can also check why. What is mk? If it's inside the manual, we are going to see. Then mkdir. We can check. As you can see, we can see this. This is the manual that you can check. If you are lost, maybe you are working with something, and you can also see you can use help -help as well instead of man. Man stands for manual. So that's what I want you guys to understand here. Then, as you can see now, it said mk, then make directories. Like I said, make directories. That's the meaning of this mk at the back. dir, that's the meaning of directories that we have here. Very straightforward and simple. Don't think it's hard. Let's just be doing it small like this, and you will understand that this is simple English. It's nothing like, nothing to cram. So let's proceed. Here now, the task said that we should create one with cyber directory with the C at the back, capital letter, and the one with C at the back, small letter. So now, this one particular one now, probably I think it's capital letter. Then like this. As you can see, make directory, create directory, file exists. As you can see, it shows this because we already we did it last week. That's why it's showing us this. Then we can confirm if it's actually exists inside this particular environment by using ls to open it. So looking at this now, if it's there, of course, as you can see now, this is it. That's why it's telling us that already exists here. That's why. The only way we can create this now is either we change it to small letter. So now, and that's what the task is telling us, that we should create the one directory we want with small letter and the one with capital letter. So now I'm clear this side now, so we can do the other one there. Then mkdir, sorry, mk. Then this one should be small letter fiber. So this is the second one. Now, as you can see now, we were able to create this particular one because it's case sensitive. This one now is seen as different from this one because this one is started with capital letter uppercase, and this one started with lowercase. So now, looking at both directory now, looking at the open folder now, I said we use ls to open the folder. We have both inside. This is the first one that we created, and this is the second one, as you can see. Since this directory is also the same with the directory, it's just that I divided the terminal into two. So we can also just see the same thing by using ls to open. What is the meaning of ls? List. As you can see now, we have them here as well, these two. So that's just about that. I also said if you want to close your folder that you are working with, you use clear. You use clear. That's all. So that's what the task was telling us, that asked us to do. So now we are going to step 7, that is to confirm the folder we created. We have done that using ls. That's what the step 7 is telling us, that we use ls to see what is inside the folder. We already confirmed that. And step 8 said we should remove the lowercase cyber folder type, as you can see, to remove. To remove the small letter one, of course, it's just like the same as delete. Let me start from here. That is, we use rm to remove. Then which one? The one with lowercase. As you can see now, we want to delete. But in Windows system, it's either you right click and delete, or shift delete. That one will delete permanently from your window. So now we click enter. Okay, saying that cannot remove a directory. Yeah. So this is a directory. It's telling you that we cannot remove. But if you use this one, we can remove a file. And when we get there, I will show you what we can use to remove a folder. I don't want to rush now. As you can see the error, you can't remove cyber. It's a directory. Yes, it's telling us because it shows that some folder, some directory folder might contain an important file. So that's why it's telling us this error. But there is a way we can force delete it. Later, we will talk about that. Now, to know other options that you can use with this rm, let's check if it's possible that we can see the rm. Okay, the command is even wrong, sorry. It's supposed to be, that's rm directory. If you want to remove directory, we use this. That one is correct, but that one can only remove file. This one, if you want to remove the folder that you created, you use rmdir. There are also another command, but let's test this if it's going to work. Then we type our cyber again to do work on this thing. And the thing is giving me, sorry guys. So now we want to remove the folder with small letter C here. As you can see here, we click enter. It's still telling us that cannot create. Okay, this is make we want to remove rm rather, sorry, rm dir, then cyber. Yeah, as you can see now, we were able to delete it. As you can see, let's check now ls to see what is inside the folder. We are left with the bigger one again. We want to delete the bigger one again so you guys can understand what we are trying to do here. rm again, then the same dir, then capital letter C, then cyber here, as you can see, the bigger one. Then we click enter again. Then we list to check what is inside. Everything gone. Both cyber with small letter and capital letter gone. As you can see, we can't see anything again. That's how to remove and delete. And you can confirm your this if you want to know option, another option that you can use along with this main command, you can do this as well. That's man. Then rmdir, remove directory. You click. So you will see a lot of options that you can use. As you can see, you will see what this one is being used for. Remove empty directories. Note, this one will not work if we have folder or file inside the directory that we created. We do that one later. Let's assume we have some folder there. We use another command. Hello, we can hear you. We are with you.
Yes, sir. What about if you want to undo?
Undo.
Is it? Yes.
Yeah, undo is that's why it's warning us. Here you understand that you can't remove this. That is giving us error. This one we're able to delete this now because it's no file there. But I will show you when there is file. So to undo on this thing is complicated, especially for some folder. It's complicated because once you delete, that's forever. Do you understand? Can we proceed?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Oh, all right. Please, if you have any question, please just let me know. I'm using a single screen now, so I might not see if you are raising your hand. Yeah, so let's proceed now. I hope we understand how to remove empty folder using rmdir, remove directory. That's the meaning. So now let's proceed. Then I want to clear now. You type clear. You can see it's English. Clear is in simple English. So clear here as well is English, as you can see. So now let's move to the next task from our workshop. Let's move to step 10 from our workshop. Then this one, we want to move into the cyber folder. So we already deleted it. Let's create it quick. That is make dir. Then this one with capital letter. We want to use it. That's what so we create again. So if we list again, is there already, as you can see, already created. So now that's what task 10 is telling us from the workshop. Then now we want to open this cyber folder. We want to enter it. To enter it, we have many ways, but simple ways, just type cd, then the name of the folder that you want to enter, which is cyber. This particular one, you enter. So now, as you can see, you will understand that we're in a different folder. This folder, this is where we were working. This is our absolute directory, and this is our relative directory. Why? Because this is where we started. This is our root directory. We open this one. This is the second step that we open, as you can see here. So now, when we type list, there's nothing inside. Let's assume we have some file inside. Of course, it will show what we have, but now it's empty, as you can see. Unlike this place that we are still in our main directory, when we type else, we see what we have inside, as you can see from here. Yes, let's proceed. So we are done with that, which is empty. Step 11 from the workshop is saying check inside the we already done that using list. We already done that, which is empty folder. Then the step 12 is telling us create a folder called test inside cyber. So now we want to create a folder inside the cyber, inside this particular one. We are already there already. We want to create a folder inside it. And the name of that thing, you looking at your workshop, is asking us to create a folder called test. To do that is very simple. That's what we have been using before. We use mk, then dir, then space, we call it test. Then we enter. Okay, make, I think there's typo error there, double D, that's why we are getting the error. So now we have mkdir. Then we want to create a folder called test, then TES. Enter. So now let's check inside the folder again. Let's open the folder again using ls. As you can see, we have the folder inside. So now to practicalize what I did, I said we use rmdir to delete empty folder. Let's try the same rm rm, then dir again, and see what is going to happen. As we can see now, okay, it's telling us fail to remove cyber, no such file in the directory. Why it's telling us is that it's expecting us to have something like we didn't have this kind of name inside this cyber. So to try this now, we have to move a little step backwards. To do that in Linux, we want to go a little back, one step backwards. To do that, we just use cd dot dot. That is, we want it to go back a little step. We enter. From here now, as you can see, we are already in where we started. So we list again to see what's inside. So inside we have cyber again here. So we want to delete. Let's try to remove this cyber now, if it's going to be possible for us. To do that, we use rm. Then yes, it's correct now. Rm remove directory cyber. See the error. Fail to remove cyber directory not empty. As you can see, it's telling us. That's why I'm doing this, because of the person that has the previous question. As you can see, is warning you that you must know what you are doing inside directory. That's why when you are working inside the server, or before they give you an admin right, you must know what you are doing, because when you delete some stuff, that's forever. And even your cyber, your Kali will be asking you directory not empty. So since it's telling you directory not empty, your own is to check what's inside the directory. Of course, to do that, you go back to the directory again, cd. There's a lot of things. Well, cd, then cyber. That's the folder again. Then you now use what? ls to check what is inside. Of course, we have tests that we just created. That's how to play around. Let's clear and proceed. So that's step 13 from the workshop we already did now. Then step 14 is asking us, looking at the workshop, asking us to check a search location. That is to check a search location of where you are working. Of course, pwd, that's what we use that time. As you can see, this is where we are now, from home to Masligen and to cyber. We can also go to enter the test that we just created. What we just need to do is just say cd again, then test. We are there now. Let's check pwd. As you can see, a move from home, Masligen, cyber, test. We want to go back to this cyber. Of course, we can do cd, a little bit backward, double dots, enter. We are back to what? Our cyber here. We are back to our cyber here. Of course, if you want to know what is PD, then man, pwd check. You will see the information here when they use print name of current working directory. There are other options that you can use. -p, -l, -version, -help. A lot of options. So those are the options that you can use with pwd. That's just about that I want us to understand. So now let's move to the next step. The next step is telling us, let me check what is the next step. So next step is telling us, go back one folder. We already done that using cd dot dot. We already done that. That's what step 15 is telling us. Then that is one level back. We already done that. Then cd. Okay, I forgot to tell you what this cd is for. This is change directory. That's the meaning. cd, change directory. That's the meaning. So now let's go to next step, step 16 from the workshop. I'm using the workshop to answer this. So you too, when you are doing your own, that's what you will use, 2 routes. Now, step 16 is that go back to your home folder quickly. Yeah. So to go back to our own folder quickly, of course, let's see. cd. No, we are not using DOS. You see that? We don't want to be going one step at a time backward. We don't want to do that. We want to go back quickly back to where we started. Of course, we use cd for that. No dot this time around. As you can see, we are back to where we started here. at the top before we create. As you can see, this is where we started, and we are back right here now, as you can see. So that's just ordinary CD. But if you want to go back small, one step at a time, you use CD dot. So we are done with step 16 right now. So now we are moving to step 17 from the workshop. I'm reading it here. So I'm seeing, because I don't want to be, where am I getting all this from? I'm following the workshop to do what they asked us to do. You are going to do your own, and you are going to submit. I'll check. So now, step 17 from that one, I'm using it step by step. You might not see step in there, but the way I'm reading it, I understand it. I'm doing it step by step, so you guys can understand. Then the next thing to do now is, see what is inside cyber without entering it. You can do that. To see, you want to check what is inside cyber without checking it. Let's do something like this. I don't want to enter the cyber, since if I do list, I have cyber here, and I don't want to enter it. I don't want to go like CD, cyber, CD. No, I don't want to do that. I want to check what is inside, just what is inside. Then you can do ls, then cyber. As you can see, we have tests. And I did not go to what we did here. That is CD, test, CDs. I don't want to go there. So I just say list what is inside. I can also apply this to everything here. I'm telling you this because we need all those things. As a cybersecurity engineer, cybersecurity SOC analyst, cloud engineer, because all these things now you'll be doing them inside the cloud. You need all these things. That's why we are not running around the bush. We want to focus on what we need. That's why we are doing all this. All this, it might be simple, but we need them later. So now, you can use this as well, not only cyber. I want to know what is inside this desktop. You just say list, then you type your desktop. Just extract the way it is here, desktop. So this is what I have inside now, as you can see. This is what I have inside the desktop. This is what I have there. So I clear it now. Sorry. I clear now. Clear. You type it full. It's not short this time around. So I clear both sides. Now we go to next task. So okay, we are done with question 1 from that workshop. Now we are done with the whole thing there. If you check it, we are done with it. Let me try to show you guys. So this is what we are working with. Step by step, we are following it. Step by step, we are following what they are saying here. That's what we are doing. Step by step, step by step. As you can see, it stopped here. This is what they asked us to do. Command you should know, having completed the first task is this. That's a summary of this. So I'm going to summarize it for you guys, what we just did before we go to next task. But right away here, what we did last, sometimes you may wish to see what is within a directory without changing your working directory. I'm reading from here. I'm reading from here without changing your, let me make it bigger in case for some people that we need it to be bigger. So as you can see, sometimes you may wish to change what is within a directory without changing your working directory. To do this, simply run the command ls cyber, which should now show you that the directory contains another directory called test, in which we already carried out and verify. So before we move to the next task, I'm going to summarize this now so we can know. We use the command ls. We use ls just to list files and folders inside working directory. We use ls-a, list all files included in hidden files. We use mkdir, that is, make a directory, to create, to make something, to create something. Then we use rmdir to delete or empty a folder, to delete an empty folder. That's the meaning, to delete an empty folder. We use cd. Of course, cd is to move into a folder or returns home. That's cd. Then cd ... cd ... this one is to move into a folder, returns home, move back one folder. That's the meaning of this. It's different from CD. So we also make use of PWD. Of course, we make use of PWD to show your working directory here, which is this is my main directory now. So before we move to task 2, any question before we move to task 2? Any question, subtraction, and addition before we go ahead?
Question, please.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so it's a 2-in-1. The first one is like sorry, just putting it together. Now, before you can use any command, it must be within the directory. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Take for instance, this is the root directory we are working with. We're working with I think my Matt Legend, right?
Yes.
So if I have another directory that is a root directory that is not Matt Legend, so
yeah,
is it possible for me to get what is in that one without going out of this Matt Legend? Or I have to go into that one to go and get any information that I need?
Yes. You have to go into that one. It's just like I'm coming. I want everything here we are doing to be fully practical. So I don't want us to be just guessing anything. Let me drag my this thing here. This is one of my folder here now. For example, if I want to go here, of course for me, it's a must for me to leave here before I go here. Okay. You understand? I have to leave here before I go here.
You can go
the
here.
Same thing, but why the difference between terminal that we are using and this one now? This is a GUI. You understand? We can click and see what is inside the folder. But in a situation whereby there is this, you are using a command, you are using terminal, you have no option to click any folder, but to type a command to do so. You get?
Yeah.
So doing that, you have to leave here before you enter here. So also for your question, we have to leave here and change it to another directory before you can work or see what's inside that directory. The only option, if you want to see everything fully without stressing yourself, of course, you use command 3. I love this so much because it helped me to run a lot of things easily. As you can see, it will show everything that I have. So I will know if I enter your directory now, if I enter your system, I don't need to stress myself. All I just need to do is to open my command prompt, CMD. I open my CMD. Let me open my CMD. I open my CMD. I want to scan. It's just like you are reading a story or any book, or you were given a stamp paper. You just use your hand to scan through, to glance through, to see what is inside before you start any serious reading. Okay. I just type 3. Then it will show me what is inside, everything I have. I have a lot of things on my system. That's why it's running like this.
Like this.
As you can see, everything it will show. As you can see now. So, if you want to know what are the other options for 3, of course, you use man. This thing is very simple, I swear. See, then it will show you what you can use 3 for. List content of directory in a tree-like format. This is it, a tree-like format. Is it not English? See. So, that's how to use. If you want to go back to the last something, just as you can see, it's a tree branch. So that's just about that. Since there's no other question, let's go to.
Sorry, my second question.
Okay.
Is about this module, the assignment.
Okay.
So if we are practicalizing it, are we supposed to just copy the outputs and return it, or we're just to practicalize it and know that we practicalized it?
Yeah, you make a screenshot. Of course, to make a screenshot is very simple. Just press is on our keyboard. That's print screen. You will see PRTSC. That's on your keyboard. Usually be on F10, but I don't know your own keyboard type. Sometimes I require you to use FN, then plus print screen, or Shift plus print screen before you can do. Okay. Or it's very simple. You search for sniping tools on your system. You will use that one to make your screenshots. It's always it's pre-store tools on every Windows system. Search for sniping tools. You will see it there. Then you just use it to
Shift Window X.
So you understand. So like my own now, if I want to do it now, I will just do it like this. This is what I've done. And of course, this is it. I have it here. It's either I save or I copy or I save into my system. As you can see here, I can save it. So that's how that one works. So can we proceed now?
Yes, please. Thank you.
All right. So if you are in a situation like this, manual pay, you don't use any other key. Just it's telling you already. Press Q. Then you use Q to leave the environment. Yeah. So now let me open the what I'm using again. The manual. So task 2 is telling us this task 2, what we want to achieve is interacting within files and directories. That's what we want to do. So now we already returned to our root folder, which is this mass legend. We are already there. So now we want to type CD, just CD. You use CD, that's what we use. We use CD to go back to this environment where we are now. Let me clear this so we have everything clear on both sides. Yeah. So the next task now, I'm using the manual, the workshop that I sent to you guys. So it's telling us that we should use PWD to know where we are working with. That is PWD. I type that to know home mass legend. If your name is Kali, it will show home Kali, home Mr. So home this, home that. That's it. But my own username is legend, mass legend. So that's why it's showing home / mass legend. Yeah. So now we can proceed. So remember we use mk to mkdir to create a folder. Now this time around we want to create a file. To create a file we use touch. Don't forget there is a difference between both. Touch, as you can see, like this. Touch. That's what we use. If you want to know what touch is being used for, man touch. It will show you the meaning of touch, how to get what they are using it for. That's what we use for create a file. Now, we want to create a file. The file name, we want to call it file.txt. As you can see now, we have this file inside our root directory. So this file now, as you can see, the file, you always know the file always have at least your video is always MP3. That's format. Your video, your music, which is audio, is MP3. Your video, your video is always MP4, while your audio is always MP3. So also file, we have file text is .txt. While in all those documents, like I said, all those things we have doc, and that is the extension here is just the format here, txt for file, for this thing text. So that's how to create a file. Remember, we use mk. I don't want you to forget dir to create a folder. But this file, we use touch to do that. So let's proceed so we can finish the whole thing. So that's we have an empty file. We can check by using ls to see what is inside. As you can see, it's here now. I have one. Probably this one is okay. This one is filter. It's not file. This is what I just created now. So I want to clear it. I type this. So we confirm that we have it using ls. So now I want to go to next step. We want to remove this file. To remove this file, we use mv to remove a file, which is what I used that time that it did not work. mv to remove a file. Then mv followed by the file name, which is file.txt. That's how to remove it. Okay, mv .file.txt, and it's telling us what is it saying? mv missing destination file operand after file.txt. So okay. Then it's asking me now, as you can see, that I can show the option that we can use for mv. That is, it's telling you to use this. You can use man or this app to know what is going on, because our own work is not only to do something successfully. There are some times that we're running script and we'll be having problems, challenges. IT is your main goal as an IT is a support. Whether you're a cybersecurity, ethical hacking, developer, your own goal in every organization is support. is support. You are there to support to resolve the problem. So this is one problem that we encounter now. So we want to know why is it not working? Why are we getting this error? Of course, debugging is one of the main skill that we're supposed to know. Is if you know how to debug well, of course you'll be the champion. If you know how to debug well. Now we can use this one. Let me copy and paste and see what is going to copy and paste on your this thing. Use that's
hello, sir.
yeah, I can hear you.
I think removing an empty file is rm-r, then the file name.
Okay.
Why MV is moving the file out to another place?
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. What I wanted to say is to remove. Yes, move. Sorry. Thank you very much. But at least, yeah, at least as you can see now, we can know what is happening here. That's why I opened this, just to know what is going on. As you can see from here. So it will tell us what we use MV for. Move source file to directory, as you can see. So thank you. So that's why how to resolve a problem is very, very important. So let me clear now. So this one now,
yes,
yeah, thank you. Yeah. So what we want to do now, we want to rename. I thought it's move. I think we are in step this thing. We are yet to get to move. So we are in we want to rename. So to rename this particular one, that's what we use MV. So what we want to do, we want to rename this. We want to rename this to this. Then let's try MV. So we want to do something. Let me just define name. We created file.txt. Then to where you want it to, what you want to remove and rename it to. So it will now be, we want to rename it to test.txt. As you can see now, from this one we created to new one that we want to create, just a space between them. Then we click enter. So now, if you are not getting any error, you get this, that means the test passed. Then we click ls to check. As you can see now, the file that we created changed to this. That's how to rename a file. This one, sometimes you can say move to this, which is what I was trying to do that time. Move or rename. That's the meaning of this. To this. You can change this one to another thing as well, depending on what you want to do. So now that's just about that step. Like I said, we call it move. That MV, that's the meaning. If you check this, move. That's the meaning. Move. So let's just go to another step. So I don't want you to be confused. That's why I'm just talking about this, because in some tests you might see where they talk about this move as rename and move. That's the function of this MV. Let me just put it like that. Rename or move. That's what we call it. So let's go to step 5 of that number 2. Then confirm the rename. Of course, we already done that. Let's be faster so we can finish this. I don't want it to remain till next time. What we want to do now is that we want to move the test.ts into cyber folder. Since we have a folder here called cyber, so we want to move this. Sometimes you might want to back up a file inside the server or inside your Active Directory. You are in your cloud environment. You want to move file from one folder to another. Let's, for example, now my work is ethical hacking. So what I normally do is that, for example, now let's assume that we are doing testing, pen testing. So sometimes I want to try, if possible, for me to move a file from one folder to another. I want to see a file. Let me just put it like that, from one folder to another, if possible for me to copy the folder. Because some organization, they will put restriction, you will not be able to move until you have some specific access before you can move a folder or move a file. So I will test, use this. That's why we are doing all these things. That's why we need this. So we not be thinking, why did I need this? And as a stock analyst, of course, you want to move folder. You want to copy a folder. You want to move a folder to one place to another. You want to rename a folder. We need all these things that we are using every day. We need them. That's why we are practicing it, and it's very, very useful as we proceed with this training. So that's just about that. Now we want to move this test into a cyber folder. To move that, of course, what we just need to do is that MV. I told you that time that we use this same MV we used to rename and we used to move a file. So you will see the difference now. That's this. Then what we're going to do is test. That's what we have. Dot tst. Then space cyber, the folder that you want to move it to. Then you put /. This is /. You put it. If this command is correct, it will move successfully. If not, we use ep or man to check. Problem is one of our work, so we are not going to avoid it. Let's try. So now it moves successfully. It shows that this command is correct. Note, this is the folder we want to move. That's what you put first. Remember, when you want to rename as well, you put what you want to rename first, what you want to do first, then later to next stage that you want it to be. We want to rename here to this, and we achieve that successfully. Now we want to move this inside this. So we now put /. This one is telling us, we are telling our command that / is a folder that we want to move this text inside. That's the meaning. Nothing more. That's the meaning. So now let's check this folder now. We can check. To check that, we don't need to go there using cd cyber. No, we just need to use cd to check what is inside. We use this command that time, then cyber. We want to check what is inside. So now we are already here. We can use list as well to do that. Now let's say this to check. As you can see now, we will have the text here. This is the file we just moved. Now, if we look back to this place now, let's check here. We don't see this file inside this general folder again. Let's say, let's move back again. cd .. So list. As you can see, there is no that text folder. We already moved it inside here. You can also use ls, then cyber. As you can see, instead of you moving one forward to this, you can use cyber to test. So that's how to check that one. We need to move faster because of our time. We need to maintain our time. So that's just about that. Now we want to move to step 8. We already confirmed, use ls to confirm. Now we want to delete. We want to delete the test.ts.
Sir, please, quick one.
Okay.
Please, quick one. Don't be annoyed.
Okay.
Please, can you create another file? There's a. Let me see if this one will work. Please. Okay. Create another file. Then let me make this suggestion. Move.
Okay.
Move the file to the same directory with this greater than sign. Let me see if it will work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that we should move, right?
Yeah, move. Yeah.
Okay.
Then the file we created. Yeah, space. Then greater than sign. Greater sign.
Okay, I understand what you want to do. Greater than. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one, right?
And space. Yeah.
Yeah.
Space and the folder.
Folder. Okay.
Yeah,
I understand what you are trying to.
Move it in the same. Yeah. Let me see if it will work.
You see that?
Yeah.
You see the error?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but without putting this slash, will it work?
You want us to put the slash? Okay, let me put it there.
No, the slash in the front, without putting it, will it work?
In some cases, it will not work. It's not going to work. Okay, let's try it.
Because I never use slash to move file. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I understand.
No,
let's just do this.
Directory.
Let's do this. Let me put slash in front of the command you sent.
I know slash will work, but
that one work. You see, that one work.
Yeah.
Slash work, but without slash, then this cyber. You see, we have both. Okay, it's not even here. It's not
there. We did not create math We did not create mat.txt. No.
We
Cannot
create. I
work.
think we did that. So we created it. Abi, let me. This is it. We use touch.
You did not create it. You just move it. No. Okay, you created touch. Okay,
I created it. Yeah, that's it. So now let's look for it. ls. Let's check what's inside here. It's still here, so it does not work. It's still here. The command that we use, this one that you call for us. It's still here.
Okay.
You wanted to say something? Go ahead, please.
But we are not in cyber directory now. So I don't understand what you're trying to explain there.
What we want to move, it's not necessary we should be inside the cyber directory before we can move a file. Since we are here together now.
I understand.
So we can move this successfully inside this cyber. So that's
with that forward slash.
So we can move. With forward slash we can move.
I understand.
Okay. Yeah. So now what we want
the
to do now.
The forward slash is Can I say something?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I think we'll move file without forward slash.
You guys can try it if it works for you. You guys can try it if it works for you. Say you understand. You guys can try.
Okay.
If it works for you, then fine.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes. Then now we want to delete. We want to delete the file that we created, which is test.txt. Let's check it here first. So inside this cyber folder, we use the ls, then cyber. So this is what we want to delete this now.
Sir, one more thing, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. I'm listening.
Yes, sir. You didn't tell us the color for the files and the directory are always different and different kind of files.
Different type of file. Hello, can you come again?
I'm saying it's different from the color of it.
Okay, this color, right?
Can you?
Are you talking about
exactly?
This color?
You did not tell us that one. That of it is different.
Yeah.
Exactly, always different from.
Yes, we are yet to
directory.
Be there. We are yet to be there. I just want us to go step by step. That's what we are doing. Once we get there, we talk about why this one is like this and why this one is like this. Here you get. Now we want to delete now. We want to delete this test.txt. So to do that, we just type the same rm, then the name of the file, test of this. So as you can see, rm cannot remove test, no such file in that directory. That is, when we look at here, there's nothing like test here. Because it's inside this directory, this cyber, it's not in our root directory, as you can see, nothing like test. That's why it's giving us this error. So now let's just navigate. Let's just navigate a little step to what is it called now? To cyber on its own. So to do that is it's just like what we have been doing so far. So we just do cd, then cyber. So now it's inside this place, as we already confirmed that it's here. So we can now use this command successfully. ls, let's see ourselves so we can confirm ls. So using ls now is here. So this is what we want to delete now. So we use rm to remove. So I don't want to be typing. It's already here, as you can see. So this is it. As you can see, no error. So if we check this one again now, the same ls that we press here, ls, please. Okay, sorry. Let's use ls cyber. We only have this one left. Nothing like this again. Let's try from here as well. So as you can see, we only have one left. So that's just about that. We already confirmed that. Then we create empty file. We already called. Okay, we want to create another empty file. All this one is what we can do. There's a particular what is time? Let me check time. Our time is almost gone. So the workshop now is telling us to create another file and create a new file called txt. Telling us to create a new file called txt. So we want to create a txt2. Then we use touch again. Touch. Then test what? Test2 dot txt. So you just click enter. So we create that one. That's what the thing is telling us. If you confirm, of course, to confirm the ls is there, as you can see. So that's just about that. We need to be faster. Then try to read the empty file. So to read the empty file, that's what we want to do now. We want to read the empty file. We want to read what is inside the file that we created. Does it contain data inside or is it empty? To reach file is very simple. We use cat, concatenate, cat, then the file name, which is test2.txt. So this one is empty, as you can see, nothing inside. That's why it's empty. So now, since it's empty now.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I'm with you.
Hello, sir.
I'm with you.
Please, what is the difference between to read and list?
To read and list. Okay, list is to open a folder, just like you click on a folder on your Windows system. You want to see what is inside the folder. You use ls. But cat, you want to open what is it called now? It's just like you want to open a PDF file. Yes. You want to open your doc, what is it called now? Essay file. You want to open all those things. That's the meaning.
If I understand you, that means you can't use list command on file.
No.
You list on folder.
Yes. Thank you very much. That's it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's okay. Thank you, sir.
So now, yeah, we quickly want to write something inside this file that we created, this test file. We want to quickly write something inside, so it will not be empty. So to do that, of course, you just use cat. We use cat, then greater than sign. You understand now? This, then the name of the test, then the file name that I want to write something inside, which is test2, test2.txt. Then this one means that we want to tell her this one, what we just did now, it means that we want to start writing into this file. We want to put something inside and save. That's the meaning. That's the meaning of this. Then let's run it. If it's not working, then we check why. So as you can see now, oh sorry, I think because of what I pressed, that's why it's giving me this thing. So it's telling us now that it's ready, that we can be writing what we want to write. That's the meaning. Sorry, let me just clear this now. We are inside the test file now. So I want us to type something inside based on the sorry, let me just leave and come back here, Control C. Yeah, instead of that, this thing. So now I will just type the thing again. We are inside this now. So we want to type something inside the file. Just like you want to write something, you open a Excel file or your work document, you want to test, you want to write something inside the Word document, because it's a test file now that is open already. So I want to type something inside and save so we can see. So let me just type some, just thinking of something. This is inside what this thing is part of our what is it now? It's part of our workshop. It's part of our workshop. Then I am so great. Everybody just type it. Loves me because I'm so great. Then my cats. Sorry.
So just copy and paste now so that
It's not my this thing. Yeah. Sorry if I'm typing it. Likes cats. Good. I want to achieve something. Yes, that's what I'm typing. It's not on my system here. It's on my phone. Everything. Yeah, so now we are done with it, with what I'm typing. So after this now, we can press Control D just to save it, to leave this. We are done now. Now, I press Control plus D on my computer. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I think I copy. Let me just, supposed to be Control D. Yeah. I copy that now. Even though if that one is a mistake, I'll be able to paste now. Okay, then Control D. Okay, now I think it's saved now. So we want to do a little thing. So since we already saved that one now, we can display it. To display what we just write now, we can use cat. You know, we use cat here to see what is inside, to open what is inside this, and it's empty. First time that we try use the cat, it's empty. But now we want to use it again and see if it contains file or not. Then you type the name of the file, test2 this. As you can see, we have it there here. We have it here. We can this place as well, cats, just for you to be, test2 .txt. Oh, I think what I wrote here is not correct. Oh, I'll be okay. I understand now. I'm inside cyber here, but here is not cyber. That's why it's giving us that stuff. But it's the same thing. If I want to move now, but because of time, I don't want to be changing directory and others. So we have this one saved now by using Control D to save it. So we want to use this one later. That's why we have to create it. So now we want to stash. You want to stash something inside it. Sometimes you might have loaded a lot of text that you want to stash from. So we want to start just like you type Control Find, Control Have on your computer to find something. So also here you can find something and wherever you want to find. So now we use grep to find, grep like this to find something inside. So now we want to find food. Is even there here. Find food inside what we just created. So I will just say, okay, food. What is the name of the file? Test2.txt. Enter. As you can see, this is it. So you now put the line and color it. My cat's breath smile like you see now. You now put it, which is here. So that's how to search using in command. That's how to search. Then now that we are done with that, let's go to another stuff so we can search for MyLaus. Why? Let's search for the workshop is telling us to search for MyLaus. So we want to ignore the capital letter because if you look at this, what I type here is capital letter M started. But we want to start regardless of if it's capital letter or small letter. We want to ignore the uppercase or lowercase. So to do that, of course, we just type what we are looking for. That's grep. You see the difference now. Grep, then MyLaus. Then you just dash high. You can search for dash high later using man. You will know what the dash high meant for. Then from the file test2.txt, then you click enter. As you can see, it did not we not get anything. It's empty. The file is empty here. It's empty here, as you can see, because it's supposed to okay, this is what I type instead of house. You see, that's why it did not give us anything because the thing is wrong. So I type it wrongly. So now let me quickly do that. Then I'm sorry guys, I know time is going, but yeah, let me remove I want to Let this one be small letter. So we're supposed to get something now out of it. As you can see, this is it. That's why if I was written capital letter here. This I say me ignore the upper or lower case. That's the meaning. So that's just about that. I want you guys to note. Then let me clear so we can have a space to continue. So that's what we need to understand from that place. Then sometimes you want to count the words in the file that we have. You want to count the number of words, the text number. To do that is very simple as well. You just use WC, then dash W, then the test file name, that's test.txt. Yeah, you just type it like that, then enter. What is it saying now? There's no such file or directory. Oh, instead of 2. So let me just quickly correct that. Test2. So you now, once you know the error, you know what you are doing, you will know this is the name of the file that we created, non-test. So we just click enter. As you can see, that's 27 character, hopefully 27 character inside this test file. So that's how to do that. That's how to do that in Linux. Then you can count line as well, which is WL. Use line. Use. You know, it's very. See now, I said we want to count the words inside. We that W. That's the meaning. Count. You see, count words inside this. Then to check the number of lines that we have inside the test, number of lines, use C as well. WC, then dash L, then the test file, which is test2, test2.txt. So 4, as you can see from here, 4. So let's confirm. Is it correct? So it shows the number of file, the number of lines here that we have inside this is showing us. I think this one now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, showing us for 5 here. So definitely probably one line. Okay, I understand now. Small letter. It only counts this one that we started with, capital letter. It make this one as 1, as you can see, because small letter. Probably it does not mean we can't start a line with small letter. That's the meaning, as you can see here. So that's just about that we need to understand. So that dash M just means count lines. That's the meaning. This dash here that we put, count line. That's the meaning of that. We don't need to waste time on that. So we are done with task 2. Now let me quickly recap on what we have done so far. We make use of touch, that is to create an empty file. Touch to create an empty file. Then we make use of rm to delete or remove. We use cat to what is it called now? To show file or content written in a file. That's what we use cat for. Then grep, just to show the file content, to know what is inside the content. Then we use grep as well to search. So that's what we use. We use this one, W space this. That's what count, to count lines, to count words. That's this one, to count words. This W stands for count words. Then this WS stands for count lines. You see, it's an English language. Very simple. So that's just about that.